Alright, let's get back to some more boxes. Stuff keeps stacking up around here. Somebody keeps buying more junk. Alright, what do we got here? This one, this one. Let's see what's in this one. I don't know. Something. Ah, force the parts. With a Dyna S ignition module in it, or ignition pickup, not module. There you go, 70s. Not sure which version. Got a note in there. Broken breather fitting in it. Nice. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, there's a cam cover in the box. I would have never known that. Jeez. That was pretty good. I was stumped there for a minute. Now, what year cam cover is a question. I don't. That we're not sure about. So, casting number over here. Not super reliable. It's got a 76 in the first two digits there. Does that mean if it's a 77 liter motor? It might. Depends on where this hole right here is. If it's here or here. They're right next to each other. I forget which one's which. But that's the change. The other change I did was the location of the vent hose here. That stupid linkage in 75 and 6. They had to move this out of the way to make room for the linkage. And once again, I forget which one this is in. But that's the only real difference. That location, the location of the bolt hole. The hole's always here, whether it's got a cap over it, a rubber plug in, it doesn't matter, it's still there. Knock it out. It's usable to put a correct shifter in there if you want. So when you're buying these things, you want to make sure you got good bushings, because it costs a lot of money to replace them, and it's hard to make them line up when you're done. So I always try to look inside a pinion bushing hole in pictures, and if it looks like it's a clean hole, and the bushings all are worn real deep. See how this one's worn down pretty deep here. The other ones are not really too bad. That's a good sign. This one's got average wear on it. So hopefully these bushings are still usable, but they'll be a little loose, but shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. And then obviously the outside's a nice looking cover, not all corroded or anything. Got some polish on it, so it polishes up. It's got a broken off breather fitting in here. They got some kind of a aluminum nipple in there. They sheared that right off. Not sure what the reasoning for that is. But you can knock that out with an easy out. So let's see if we can get that out with an easy out. Find an easy out though, that's the problem. Let's go over here and see what we got in the easy out department. Tripod's in order. Okay. Wheels in the way. Another project. Let's see. Or the next one. Next one up. Oh, here's some easy outs. This is square style. So basically, you find one that fits in the hole, you pound it in, and you try to take it out. Looks like that would be the one. So let's see how good we are doing this. First you need a hammer. Second thing you need is a crescent wrench. You hear that good, real hard thud? You're in there deep enough usually. Now let's see if this thing will actually unscrew out of here. not a good sign. Try a little deeper. Banged my thumb good. Pinched it. You have to sacrifice to get stuff done. See, came out. Just unscrew that out of there. There's the broken fitting. Actually, that's probably steel. It's a factory one. And then knock the easy out. Once the pain deadens in your thumb a little bit, you can just put a punch in there and knock it out, or you can put this in a vise and kind of wiggle a little bit. Whichever works easier. Knocking out with a punch is always fun. Let's have a punch. Got a vise right here though. Makes it easier. Right over here. Put in there. A couple knocks to try to free it up a little bit. If you're lucky, it'll come out. If you tighten the opposite direction, that'll also help. Wiggle a couple times. We're going like this with a wrench and back and forth with the fingers, and we're pulling out. And it worked really good. It came out of the vise. Did come out of here though. All right, so that didn't work very well. Jammed in it pretty tight. So go ahead and use it to hold on the vise. Like that. And I got to find something to push with to knock it down. So a little punch where it works good. There's a nice little punch right there. I put light tension on the easy out with the vise, so when you pull it out, the vise is still holding it. And it doesn't damage everything. Otherwise it drops in the garbage can down there and I have to go dig it through the garbage can to find it. Not very fun. So anyway, you can see how these are made. They're made to dig in. They got little cut teeth in there. They dig out. You try to reverse. See, there's a little leading edge right there. So as you tighten them up this way, they dig in. When you go the other way, there's nothing there. It just slides. So that's how it works. So yeah, get the broken part out. Don't need that, obviously. Tools back away when you're done with them. That way you don't lose them. Now it's just a matter of which one is this. That I don't know. I used to have a Sportster case floating around over here in the junk pile. I'm sure there's still one laying around here somewhere. Now look what I found. Junk Sportster case. This one's got to get cut up at some point soon, just not yet. So here's our Sportster case. This is a 76 case, which is the early one. You can tell by the VIN number right here. It says H76 right there. H is decade 70, 6 is the year. So if the hole lines up, it's good. If the hole don't line up, it doesn't work. So this here's the hole we're talking about. This hole over here we're not using. This one we are using. So let's see if this thing lines up. You got one dowel pin right here in the front that you have to line up off of. Right there. You come across here and you look at your hole. And it looks like it lines up with that one right there. And you look down the hole, if you can see in there, which I can't, you can tell. Just down another drill bit laying right here. That didn't work very well. It went right down that hole. Luckily, I have this trap door under here to grab stuff out of. Broken cases come in handy. Not working very well. to be a non-aligning hole. Appears to be right here. So we're half a hole off. It's not that hole. It's this hole, this little drain hole. So it's off by that much. So this cover does not match this case, so this makes it a 77 later cover. I had the same problem on my race bike. I had to make the cover. So I put the second hole in there. That's a universal fit cover. It's got 2 holes in it. See the hole right here? That one fits my motor, this one did not. So I moved the hole over. So it's a 79 or 80 motor, whatever year it was. I think it's a 80. Yeah, JO or something. Or is it older than newer than that? Oh, what's up there? It's newer than that. It's past 80. It's 81 or 2. This side anyway. So anyway, this didn't line up, so I just moved the hole over and made it fit. So that's the only thing that's different. So that makes this cover a late cover. Bike holding fixture. Yep. Somebody's screwing my bike. There we go. It goes right like that. Out of the way. Alright, so this is a 77 and later cover. And that's why this hole is down here instead of in the middle. Because the middle must be the earlier one. So this one came factory with a cap over right here. And they had a shaft in here for the brake mechanism going backwards. If it was 75 or 6, it'd have a bushing that was capped off because they had a little small shaft in there with a shifter on it. This one here, the brake lever attachment on it, so it's different. So they actually used a hole for the pivot on that. If you look in your parts book, you'll see it. The other thing you look for when you're buying these things, you want to make sure they're not all chewed up through here. Where the advanced mechanism has exploded in there and taken out all the screws. This one looks really nice. Don't see any marks at all. Nice cover. There's no evidence of being ground on here from a brake lever or shifter hitting on it. Another good thing. It's got a little bit of damage down here, which is probably a shift lever or something hitting on it. But this would have been a brake bike. It's a late bike, so I'm not sure what was down in that area. The foot pedal should be over here. Something was hitting on it. So anyway, that's how you tell them apart. So, but no matter what year it is, you can modify it to change it. That's going to take 2 hands to get off. Oh, got it with one. The other thing that's different is the breather right here. The later cover, this is all big plastic piece of crap up in here. They used this style through 79, I think, and in 80 they changed it. I thought I saw that bush move. So this bushing moves in here. See how it's moving? So this bushing's bad. So this cover is not the best condition. But you never know until you get them. So that needs at least one bushing put in it, and it might need more. But other than that, it looks like a nice cover. I'll shoot up in there. And you got a Dana gas ignition module also, in case you need one. So there you go. Sportster cam cover. It almost fits that case.